Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayhi wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa sallama tasliman kasiran kasira amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear respected elders and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our Rabb, our sustainer, our nourisher, and the one who has created us and the entire mankind. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the doer, He knows. Either we conceal it or we deliver it to others, whatever we think, we believe, unknown to Him. We, in no circumstances, are able to conceal anything. He knows what we think, what we believe, what in our hearts. And such a tremendous thing that He knows everything in the hearts of everyone. So either we conceal Him or we expose Him. Things are known to Him. We can't at any time trying to deceive Him. We can deceive man because man doesn't know what in our hearts, but we cannot deceive Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what in our bosom. It's He knows what in the future, what in the past, what is going to happen to us. We do not know. So He's the most wise. He's the most learned and the most wise. His knowledge have no boundaries, unlimited. And so, if we obey Him, certainly we will be successful. We'll be able to attain felicity and comfort and success in our life in this world as well as in the hereafter. Because He's most wise, most learned. Whatever He told us is correct, is the truth. So He has created Adam, from a soil with water, which is like a clay. Recent evidence, scientists have found out that there is a component of the clay in our body. So the Quran has told it that we are created from clay. So we are one family of mankind, starting from Adam. Adam is the first person whom Allah has created, and He has created him from a clay. He just say be, and Adam is created. There's no problem. It doesn't need anything, as we are doing. We need many things, many components. We assemble it. Then after a while only, you'll be created. Like we are making a car. It doesn't become B, you will become a car. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only has the order B. Then everything is created. So He's created the first man, Adam. And then from the ribs of Adam, He created Hawa. the wife of Adam. So both of them are in paradise, in Jalan. So they don't do anything, they created and in Jalan. So Allah knows that the man, will not appreciate or value anything if there is no price. If someone is given something without a price, he will not value that, the thing which has been given to him. Similarly, Adam and Hawa are given paradise without any price. So Allah give them, both of them, an order. You can eat everything here, but not this fruit. Even there is only one order, but yet both of them were unable to obey. They eat that fruits. And as a result of disobedience, both of them have to be taken out from paradise and made to live in this earth. Among all the planets in the entire universe, the planet Earth is the most suitable place to be inhabited by man. So Adam was thrown to Sri Lanka and Hawa was thrown to Syria. Both of them meet in Arafah in Saudi Arabia, present day. So both of them, give birth to many children, boys and girls. About 100 or 99. So they are paired to get married. The first son to the first daughter, the second son to the second daughter. But there is one of the son of Adam who doesn't want to do and to follow that order. He wants to marry the girl which is not supposed to be his wife, but his brother's wife. He told his brother, I want to marry her. The brother wants to obey the order of Allah, but his other brother doesn't want. As a result of desire, falling desire. So that brother killed his elder brother. And that is the first crime committed by man. And that crime clearly indicated is related to ladies, women, having sex. Most people love sex so much. All the rich people, when they have everything, house, cars, yachts, plane, but that sex will never be able to suffice the needs. They not only have one woman. Officially, yes, they have one woman, but behind the curtain, many women. These are the desires. The first desire which the son of Adam are trying to achieve, that led them to make crimes, sins to Allah. So Allah has created many women of paradise. Allah knows, Allah who created us knows that to have sex is one of the most prime needs and desire of man. Even the poor man, the blind man, they will not, they have desire for all this. One of the greatest, thing that they want to have in this world also, not only in paradise, is sex. So sex has become the domain, the main principle that has caused a lot of crimes. There are many cases of crimes related to this, and women then are related to wealth. Women have desire for wealth. Men have desire for women. There are 10 desires, 9 are owned by woman, 1 by man. But that one desire of man is for woman, to have a woman. So since the woman have 9, the men have 10. The woman desire as well as his desire. So men will follow a woman because they want the woman. The woman said, work hard, I want wealth. The man also work hard. You know, we have a friend here, he want to marry a woman. He got no job before, he was not very keen in working. But after he had the desire for the woman, he worked so hard, even has forgotten the work of Nabi. This is the consequences of having desires towards women. Willing to work, to collect money, because in order to marry the woman, you have to pay the dowry. So nowadays, women are asking money, dowry, so much that men has to scratch their head. So then, things make the men work so hard. They become the slave for the woman. And to some people, they make the woman to be their God, more than Allah. Like our friend Yazid. Such a power. The power of woman lies in the vagina. That's all. The woman hasn't got the vagina, the man will not like. But because of this desire, to have that taste, men are willing to do anything. They even can kill another man who wants that woman that he wants. So much crimes are committed as a result of this. These are the pinnacle of desires, to have sex. They're all willing to do anything, only to have sex. The boss of Rashidi said, I can do without anything, but not without women. He's a Chinese. So his wife understands that. Yes, you can have like Chinese people. They don't bother their husband having many women. Yes, you can have sex, but I'm still your wife. But you cannot have another wife. Only sex. When Princess Diana told Queen Elizabeth that please help me, tell advice to Prince Charles that not to have another woman in his marriage. Camilla Parker used to be a girlfriend of Prince Charles. Even at the time of his marriage with Diana, he gave presents to Camilla Parker. Diana knows that she was devastated. So when he told Prince, the Queen said, be patient. It's all men's work. We can't avoid that, because Prince Philip also do the same. He has many mistresses too. He has many women beside Queen. Queen Elizabeth is bearing patience. So the same thing he told to Diana, be patient. You can't avoid it. Diana was not pleased with that answer. He was frustrated. He cannot accept Prince Charles to have another girl's woman or anything. That's not possible. All kings, have many women, either legally or illegally. All of them. Because they got a lot of money. Nothing else to have. Everything is there. Except women, they can have as many as they can. So Allah knows this. But in this world, we cannot follow our desires. Different from paradise. So Allah says, if you can marry one, you can marry one, marry two, or three, or four. But if you fear to do injustices, marry one, you see? The order is not to marry four. The order is to marry and to be able to do justice. If you need to marry more than one. But if you fear, then you should marry one. This is the order in Islam. But people misuse this order, distorted this order to their own fancy and whims. They say a Muslim has a quota of 4 wives. No, it's not a quota. Allah says you marry 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you fear to do injustices, then marry 1. What it means, fear to do injustices? You know, if you marry more than 1, you disobey the orders of Allah. Then you should marry only 1. Last time Hanzala was a good boy. When he has desire for a woman to get married, he become bad. Become now a bad boy. Why he has become a bad boy? Because he needs to work to earn money. Just to have a girl, to have a woman in his life. And that is sex. He used to be very good in doing gash, in his prayer, but now no more. He's late in his prayer. Sometimes he doesn't do the morning gash. Because he's tired working, earning money. Why? To pay for the dowry and for the marriage. When you have a woman, you have to have a living, then you have a child. You need money, you know, to fulfill the needs of your child, need of your wife. You have to work even harder. So you got no time then. A person, when they are not having wife, they have time. Once they get married, they really don't have time. No time for anything else except to earn money. Why? To fulfill the desire of his wife and children. Why he wants to please his wife? Because he wants to have sex with his wife. Understand? That's all. Sex. Wrongly used sex will become a source of devils. No. If people are not obedient to obey the order of Allah with regard to sex, then they will become a source of disobedience. A reason as to why people disobey Allah is because of their desires, and the main desire is to have sex, to have woman. So we have to diminish that desire by changing it, the desire to have Allah, and to have the belief that a day will come when we will have to leave this world and enter with paradise, enter into paradise, in which Allah will give us as many wives as possible, according to the ranking, according to the paradise that we are able to enter. Those who of the highest paradise have not 1 or 2 women, millions of women. People in the lowest paradise will have only 10 compared to millions. So is Hanzala ever able to enter paradise in the lowest class? He will have only 10. He will say, what a loss. I give so much time for only one lady, and I disobeyed Allah's commandment. Now I am only having the lowest heaven. No? So he regretted the days when he was in this world, busy with 1 or 2 women, As a result, I have very few women in paradise. You know, when he knows that people in the upper Jalan, in upper paradise have millions, and they are so beautiful, not like the women of this world. So beautiful that they are wearing a suit, you know, the woman of paradise, so thin, 70 layers, so thin, yet you can see the shape of her body. You are made to be able to see even the love that she has towards you in her heart. How good it is to do sexual intercourse with a woman whom you know are loving you so much. It's different. When you do sex with a hooker, it's not the same to do sex with a woman who loves you. The woman who loves you will do sex with you with her whole desire is for you. So that's why, you know, the men of Jalan are able to do sex with one Nurul Ain. We call it Malay Bidadari. The Nurul Ain in Arabic. One lady only for 40 years. That even the next lady of paradise says, pull him back. When is my turn? You have been with her for 40 years. So Hanzala will regret. He will regret much more if he can never go to paradise. He go to hellfire. In hellfire there is no Nurul Ain. There is no woman. There is only fire, charcoals, burning charcoals. If the wife of Hanzala also in the hellfire, both of them will not be able to have sex in the hellfire. Can never have sex, my dear. Both are thinking of each other's safety. You know, you are no longer my husband. Husband said, you are no longer my wife. Everyone thinking only of his or her own safety in hellfire. They don't have time for all that. They are burnt, heated by the fire of hellfire. Cannot drink water except the boiling pus. Are not able to eat anything except the fruits of hell, the zakum, thorny fruits. Once you eat it, you will tear off your intestine. Once you drink the boiling pus, you will heat it and torn your boiling, and you still drink. And then you die, you'll be made to be alive again. There's no death. Death has been slaughtered. There will be extreme pain and suffering forever. At that time, Hanzala says, if only in this world I continue to obey Amesab, doing Gaj, I would not be like this. But it's all of no use. Because Hanzala, I've decided, because of desire to have woman, you know, drive him to work, to give time a lot for his work. He do only not one work, 2, 3 works. Sometimes you do one work and after that you go another work. Yeah, to help your friends. All of this is only to earn money because you want to have a woman. You see how the power of woman in attracting men to do evil things. But not the pious woman. Even Hawa, you know, in paradise, have everything with her. What else? But Hawa wants to live forever in paradise. And Shaitan told her, Allah prohibit you to eat this fruit because Allah do not want you to be living in paradise forever. So Hawa believes devils, and he told Adam, please take this fruit, eat this fruit, If we eat this fruit, we will remain forever in paradise. So women love materials more than men, but men love women more than materials. As a consequence of that, women are always become the causes of men becoming devils. You know, like Rashidi become devils because of women. He was a good boy, you know, doing dawah, gush with me, very quiet. Then one lady came to see me as a patient. He was a nurse, Rashidi at that time. He was attracted to that girl. The shape of that body of that girl, get attracted and go to devilish actions. Spoiled.
Spoiled child.
So all because of woman.
Super spoiled.
So we must tackle woman with iman. Men cannot live with woman without iman. Woman should try to be with iman, but very few women in this world wanting to become a true believer with the good deeds. Almost all of them want only material wealth. Women are not so much fond of sex as compared to men. Men are so much into sex, but women are into wealth. That's why women can marry old men, but as long as that old man is rich, they don't worry. So many old men who are rich married young girl. The young girl say, never mind, he will die soon. All his wealth will be mine. But you don't find many young men married with old lady, except the old lady is very beautiful and very rich. You know, Hanzala is going to marry an old lady, about 50. He's 25. But he is not something strange. Our Nabi Sallallahu also a young man, 25, married, his wife, 40. So Hanzala is just about the corner. He wants to follow the Sunnah. But he found his future wife in the Facebook. You know, and he contacted her. Now they are in the waiting for the time of marriage, and waiting for the time that he will put his penis into her vagina. That's all he's waiting for, nothing else. For that little action, he wastes his time, not giving much more time for dawah. He's giving all his time in earning money to build a future life, marriage life. And this is an example in front of you. See how men change with women. Very good man, when they got married, become very busy with worldly things. You know, very busy. Yazid was very busy. So, but both men and women should become the people of Iman. If they don't become people of Iman, then disaster. Much more important, the men should become the people of Iman, because men can guide the woman. Woman cannot guide men so much. That's why in this world, very few pious women, but there are many pious men. To become a pious woman is very, very, very difficult. A pious woman is better than 40 pious men, because it's difficult to become a pious woman. one of the pious women whom Allah has mentioned in the Quran, is the wife of Imran, and who is giving birth to Maryam, the pious woman. Both are pious. The mother of Maryam, which is, I don't know her name, is also pious lady. When she was pregnant, she said in his solicitude to Allah, "Oh Allah, I'm devoting the child whom I'm bearing to your service." He was thinking that he will have a son. But when he gave birth, it was a lady. They named it Maryam. And even though she's a lady, she's a girl, the mother of Maryam, which is give Maryam to the service of Deen. She gave Maryam to be guided by his uncle, which is Prophet Zakaria. So Maryam is a pious lady, devoted herself with the work of dawah, inviting other women to worship Allah, and devoted herself in the worship of Allah in her rooms, sanctuary. So one day Prophet Zakaria went to her room, find there are many fruits, and some of the fruits are not in season, but they are in the rooms of Maryam. So his uncle asked, "Where do you get these fruits?" She said, "It's from Allah." How you can get this fruit out of the season? Allah give to whom He will. See, that experience of Zakaria has made him. It makes his iman to increase. He's an old man. For a long time he wanted to have a son. His wife is barren. So he said, if Maryam is able to get fruits from Allah and to get whatever she wants, I too will be able. If I believe that Allah is able to give whatever I want to ask Him. So he start making prayer with that yaqeen that Allah is great. Allah is able to give him whatever he wants, even though he knows he's old and his wife is barren. So then an angel came, tell Zakaria, Allah has accepted your prayer. His name is Yahya. Even then, Prophet Zakaria was so happy. But yet he asked Allah, "Oh Allah, how can you give me son when I'm old and my wife is barren?" Allah says, "I give to whom I will." Even then, he get the news, he's still wanting to ask Allah, how could I get a daughter? How could I got a son? So Allah says, he's a pious son who I've selected, to bring my words. That means whom I made a prophet. He's a prophet of Allah, Zakaria alayhi salam. Similarly, his son Yahya. So what is the sign that my wife is bearing child? 3 days she will not be talking to anybody. So my dear brothers, a pious woman, Maryam, there is not many, and there's another one, and her mother, Hannah, and also the wife of Pharaoh. You see, the wife of Pharaoh, which his name is? His wife of Pharaoh, his name is? Asya. And who else, women who are pious? Mentioned in the Quran, all this. Of course, in the time of Rasulullah, there also some women who are pious, but not mentioned in the Quran. But this Maryam is mentioned. He was, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give Hannah, wife of the mother of Maryam, to bear her. And then Allah make Maryam, who is very pious lady, to bear Isa, Prophet Isa, for the service of Allah. And Isa is created by Allah only to show the miracle of Allah. That Allah is able to make a woman to conceive a child without being touched by any woman, by any man. Maryam is a virgin until her death. No woman has ever touched her. But yet, she is able to conceive. A pious man, a pious son, is Prophet Isa. And which the Christians, whom the Christian thought that he is the son of God, is a fool. Is a fool, and only fools believe. All the, you know, the scholars of Christians have made the whole Christians fools by telling them Allah has a son. Allah doesn't have to have become a father, you know. Allah doesn't make sex with Maryam. If Allah is a son of Isa, then Allah makes sex with Maryam. Why the Christian believe that? Why he believe that Isa is the son of God? That means God makes sex with Maryam? No. Maryam is a virgin. The Christian on the other hand believe that Maryam is a virgin. If he is a virgin, then how could Isa has a father? He hasn't got a father at all. He's the only man in the world who has no father. The real word means no father. No one has ever entered into the vagina of Maryam. Maryam remained a virgin. So the Christians should believe that Isa is not the son of God. He's a prophet. He mentioned, you know, when people asking Maryam, what happened to you? You are such a pious lady. We knew you that you are pious, and yet now you are carrying a baby. Who is the father of this baby? Maryam keep quiet and show her finger to Isa. Isa alayhi salam, Allah made him to able to speak while he was in the cradle. He said, I'm Isa, the son of Maryam alayhi salam, my mother. I'm a prophet of Allah. I see. The Christian must know this. He is a prophet of Allah. He's not the son of Allah. He's the son of Maryam. Stop believing that Isa is the son of Allah. Stop. It's a mockery to Allah. You are making mockery when you say son. Isa is a son of Allah. Allah has no son, no begotten. He doesn't give a son. He doesn't have a son. Neither he has parents. Just a simple thing the Christian cannot believe, that Allah do not have a son. How come Allah have a son? He doesn't need a son. Why need to have a son? He's ever powerful. He doesn't need to give his son to give his wealth to his son. He's ever living. He will never die. We all died because that's why we need a son, to inherit our legacy, to inherit our wealth. But Allah doesn't need a son. Allah is ever living. You know, Allah is never died. So, Kul huwallahu ahad, say, Allah is one. Kul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad. He doesn't need anything. Samad. He's able to fulfill all what he wants. He can do whatever he wants. Allahu samad. Lam yalid walam yulad. Is no begot, no begotten. Lam yalid walam yulad walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. There is no God except Him, one. So the oneness of God, the Christians should turn to, not to Trinity. The Trinity is made by your scholars. They somehow want to fool you. For how long you have to be fooled by your scholars who are telling you that God's is 1 in 3, 3 in 1. Doesn't make sense in the mathematics. 3 in 1, 1 in 3. They were saying to you that Allah is like water, in the state of fluid, the state of vapor, and the state of ice. But it's all water. Allah is not like that. No? Allah doesn't resemble water, ice, vapor. Allah is one. Allah has no son. When you say Allah has a son, you have associated Allah with someone. The son of Allah must be Allah also. It cannot be not Allah, like you having a man, having a son. The son is a man, not a jinn or anything. So if you say Allah is a son, that means you associate Allah with someone else. Allah cannot be associated with anything. Allah is one. There is no God except Allah. Maryam is the mother of Isa. Isa is the prophet of Allah, messenger of Allah, not the son of Allah. So simple. Don't believe in this nonsense that he is the son of God. 3 in 1, 1 in 3, nothing. 1. Allah is one. Kul huwallahu ahad. Allah is one. The whole Quran, 1/3 of the Quran is trying to tell this. Kul huwallahu ahad. Allah is one. Allah is not having any associate with anything. Yazid associate Allah with his wife. He loved wife more than Allah. That cannot be done. We cannot make our husband love our husband more than Allah. Love money more than Allah. Love anything in this world more than Allah. We love Allah more than anything else, or we love Allah only. The one who can love Allah more than anything else, they are the true believers of good deeds. The one who love Allah alone, nothing else, are the lover of Allah. So you can make a choice, either to become the true believers of good deeds or the lover of Allah. Both of these people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make to enter paradise with a lot of women whom Allah has created to entertain their sexual desire. Don't entertain your sexual desire in this world. Become a Muslim. Embrace Islam. Recite the kalima La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Then marry a girl who is also Muslim, who also recite the kalima. Boy, a man and woman, the whole world, embrace Islam, the religion of Allah, the religion which Allah has given to us. And that is only the true religion which enables us to become the true believers of good deeds and the love of Allah. Enable us to be able to enter paradise and to be able to fulfill all our desires to the maximum, more than what we want. Okay.